But all right. First off, I just like kicking it off. Just like, how are you? How are you feeling being in top three confirmed?
Honestly, it doesn't feel like top three because we only
Doesn't?
played two match, so it's like, oh, are we really in like the upper finals? But she was really good to win and not be be in like the lower and like having like the final life and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you had to do that obviously with Flag quite early on. And kind of touching on that, I know you guys have run the grind. Like I've kind of heard about it, like your scrim and your practice schedule. But you commented on like it's only played two matches, and there's been a lot of downtime between those matches as well. So kind of like, has that I think like helped or hurt you more in terms of like staying in the tournament environment, the matches?
Um, I would say help honestly because we we only had like a little time to like adjust from like the matches being at 8 p.m. and then we're all still jet lag and waking up at 12 and being tired by like 7, 8 and it's like really rough. So having a lot of downtime to like get our sleep schedule to um, like for our match and just being able to grind more for like the upcoming matches and tougher opponents.
And what was the official day where you guys like got to Korea? I know you were here like early.
I think it was like the ninth. It was the ninth.
Ninth?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. Yeah, that is earlier on like the 20th, like the first day of matches. So, I kind of wanted to use the interview to talk a little bit more about like your transition into the team, since I feel like it hasn't been dove into like too thoroughly as well. And so just different aspects of that. Um, so we'll start with like how they've affected you, and then like how you've affected them from your perspective, because we heard a little bit obviously about it in the press conference. So like aside from like role horizon broadening, like the Yoru, like what do you feel like they've brought out of you as a player that like no team prior, like with Fly or with TSM have?
Well, this team is super talented and they're super vocal. So I felt like on Fly, I was definitely more of the vocal person on the team. But now I don't really have to talk much. They like yap every single second of the round, so I can just focus on my crosshair and shoot them. Yeah.
Nice, nice. And then kind of on the flip side of the team, I don't necessarily want to say like what have you brought to the team, like because that's a weirdly phrased question, but more like how do you think you've changed the team in any way, like the culture or like the play style or the mindset? Because obviously they talked about it and like the difference between Floor and you, but like from your perspective, that you're like, oh, I did that.
I think for me, being in a team, we all should be comfortable with each other and just like be friends outside of prac. I think I've done a good job with that, with like trying to get closer to every player as possible. Me and Alexis are pretty close.
I heard Nail.
Yeah.
I watched the video.
We do everything that girls would do. I think personally, for today's match, I know Haven, I kind of fell off and like didn't do what I usually do, but on Sunset, I felt like I definitely helped the team with like calming down and like playing our own game, and even like me reminding them like we should calm down and whatever. Also helped me to calm myself down because normally when I tell myself like in my head, but like it doesn't really work that well. So speaking out loud definitely helped like the whole team.
Nice, you got the movement on lock. You're hitting some nasty
Also
shots.
the vibe. I think I do bring like the vibe when I'm in flow state and like just having fun. I bring everyone up.
Sure, that I can help with the crowd, and to kind of round out the whole differences between before and now. I just wanted to see like for you to walk me through like kind of every step of since you got here between your GCC run with FlyQuest compared to now. So like how did like the prep and boot camping phase differ? How does like behind the scenes differ? And then just like maybe the vibes, like kind of you kind of touched on that one already, like the vibes on stage.
Back on FlagQuest, I felt like we worked hard, but now that I'm on this team, oh, I know what working hard actually looks like. Like we barely take days off when we were doing the VCL and GC, and like having a day off is like a privilege. Actually, a privilege on this team. Um, Even on day offs, like everyone plays ranked and everyone's always grinding. I guess the vibe here, I was definitely more shy at first because joining a new team. But after I got comfortable, it took me a while to get like fully comfortable with everyone. But once I did, like it was so easy.
Nice. And I'm glad you actually mentioned VCO with this team, because I feel like in my mind, I feel like it would have been so different, right, if it was like you guys weren't playing VCL, it was just game changers and you're acclimating to a team versus like you're acclimating to a team while getting like bodied by VCL teams. So do you think that helped with the process at all, or like the bonding or the development of like with the squad, or how did it change it? Like you joined the team and were immediately thrown into VCL as well against the hardest teams you faced.
Yeah, I mean, I joined the team like let's say a week or 2 weeks prior to challengers or qualifying to challengers. I actually can't believe we did because we only had like so little time.
Makes it even more impressive.
I know. We were like super happy.
I casted that match.
I remember. I think having to play BCL and GC was actually really good because there's not a lot of GC matches throughout the entire year, and as much as it's hard to balance between the two, I'm kind of glad that we like had a match to play like every month and stuff, and like we are a little burnt out, but we know how to like balance between the two.
Yeah, you definitely have that consistency, I think was the word, both with like the new Swiss restructuring and stuff, and I'm glad they took off kickoff to give you that acclimation.
Yeah, we're like we're gonna focus on the important matches.
As you should. I mean, it had no standing for actual champs. So, and then I actually got to sit with Anthony during the match today. I was just sitting there watching the game, and then all of a sudden I turn around, they're waving. I'm like, oh my gosh, what are you doing here?
Got here today or yesterday.
Exactly. And he was like, he wanted to watch, but he couldn't, so he just comes out instead. And he was telling me this was his first time getting to see you win on LAN as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Win a match, yes.
Win a match, yeah. Because I know you guys have obviously like texted, like Fun Night LANs and all that fun stuff.
Oh, but he was here on Spotlight last year.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah. But, so what does it mean to have him here with you and, like...
Okay, to be honest, I don't really try to, like, focus on that.
That's good
like,
to know.
because I've been here for almost a month on by myself with my teammates, and I kind of just want to focus on, like, the trophy and, like, bonding with my teammates still and not, like, having outside factors affect me.
That's a good perspective, because we were actually, like, we were talking about that. We're like, what do we think of that, like, versus other players? Like, they like having that comfort. So it's the grind mindset, like, trophy, then we can vibe. And speaking of, do you guys have any, like, are you, like, staying after longer than the tournament? Like, what have you gotten to do in Korea?
We're staying 1 week extra
to
explore
a good amount of time.
Korea with Jovi and his girlfriend. They're going to house us, so super grateful for that.
I know he said he was already walking the dog to pay his rent.
I mean, I'm already... Like, I hung out with Jovi and his girlfriend, like, I think twice already. I'm just walking their dog for fun.
Wait, what's the dog's name? I forgot.
Whiskey.
Whiskey? That's a great name. Cool. And then, again, to respect your time, we can start winding down. I had just two kind of fun questions. You were at the GC Collective, right? I know most of the players were. Yeah. What did you think of it and getting to meet Yeji Kim?
At first I didn't know who she was, but like...
When you saw the aura meme?
I saw the meme and I was like, oh, I know her and stuff. But like, I wasn't really kept up with like her, I guess, sports.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see like, or to have someone who's like taking the time out of their day to like talk to us and give us like advice.
Nice. And then the last funny one I had was from the rapid fire interviews that you did for Shopify. You said your useless talent was remembering the path you took and being able to go back, which number one, same, high five. And I was wondering, how useful has that been in Seoul specifically? And have you like done any of that for your team?
I haven't really gone out that much.
Aww.
At most I go to like Jovi and his girlfriend's house, but that's about it. And then from then, they just, like, take me everywhere. But I guess the hotel that we're staying at is pretty big. So one night, me and my team went to have dinner. And then they were like, oh, we're going this way, back to our room. And I was like, no, we're going this way. And I was right.
There you go. Saved from disaster walking into the wrong room. Mm-hmm. You got the full night of sleep. But, hey, at least you get tomorrow off, big quotation marks. You don't have to play back-to-back best of three.
A soft day.
Soft day. There you go. What is that the definition in Shopify's eyes of a soft day?
3 scrims and ranked. A lot of ranked.
That doesn't sound like a soft day.
Soft day for as a team.
All right. Well, then I know it's getting late. It was one of the longer days. So thank you so much for chatting.
Thank
and
you.
Good luck in upper finals.
Thank you.